Testing for senior night. Testing live from Jasper County Boys and Girls Park. Thanks for tuning in. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Jasper County Boys and Girls Park. Braden Wise here for alongside Jarrett Tharp here in just a moment. We have the broadcast live here on senior afternoon at Jasper County Boys and Girls Park between the Newton Eagles baseball team and the South Central Cougars of Farina, Illinois. You're tuned in to Eagle Eye Sports Network, Newton Athletics-EESN on YouTube. This pregame show is brought to you by James Backhoe Service in Dietrich, Illinois, and as well as all of our fine sponsors, Farley Insurance, much, much more, as we will have many more sponsors throughout the rest of the contest. We cannot thank them all enough for bringing this broadcast live to you from Jasper County Boys and Girls Park. It's senior night here in Newton, Illinois. Thanks for tuning in. Be back in just a moment for more information. Back to the broadcast here in Newton, Illinois. A big week for Little Illini Conference play. There was a track meet this week as well. We'll shed a little light on that here in just a moment. The boys' LIC track meet and girls, I believe, was yesterday down at Lawrenceville. And that's a 100-meter dash for Newton. It was, for the 200-meter dash was Quincy Fulton and Brock Anderson. Anderson came in at number 4. Ran a 23.88. Quincy Fulton came in 5th, and he ran a 23.98. For the 800 meters, it was Hayden Borgic with 2 minutes and 3 seconds and a half. And then elsewhere for Newton, it was Grayson Lingenfeld around the 110-meter hurdles, as well as Evan Holder from Newton doing the pole vault. He got second in that one there at 12'6". Eli Wolf did the long jump. He jumped 19 foot 7 inches. Stella Shackman on the girls' side, she got second in the LIC meet at the 100-meter. She ran a 100-meter dash at 12.32. And then followed up by Stella Shackman once more in the 200-meter. She ran a 25.5 second 200-meter dash. And followed up by Grace Shoemaker. Shoemaker ran a minute and 3 second 400-meter, one lap there. And then Grace Shoemaker turned around and ran the 800-meter for a 2 minute and 29 second 800-meter dash. Lena Marshall ran the number 3 hole spot for the 1600-meter dash. She ran a 5 minute and 27 second. Coming in third, Lena Marshall also ran 3200-meter at the LIC meet for a 12 minute and 5 second 3200-meter. Morgan Schaefer ran the 100-meter hurdles. Got 4th there at a 17.4. Ava Duncan did the shot book. She threw the shot put 34.5 feet. And then after that, it rounded out the Newton set. Haley Oakes did the pole vault, 8-foot pole vault there. Stella Shackman did the long jump, 16 foot 4 inches. Lena Fehrenbacher got second in the triple jump, 32 foot and 7 inches. Izzy Meinhardt did 30 foot on the triple jump and 9 inches. That's the roundup there from the Little Illini Conference meet yesterday, I believe, down at Lawrenceville. Non-conference basketball action here in Newton, Illinois here tonight as the South Central Cougars have came to town. And it is senior night here in Jasper County Boys and Girls Park. A great day for baseball here on Eagle Eye Sports Network for the South Central Cougars. They are 5-13 on the season. Lost a lot of close games on the season at Fairfield. Fairfield's got a good team there, 4-3. Took the loss there, and a handful of others. Got a good win there over Flora a few weeks ago, 4-3 win over a decent Flora team. Won 8 innings just a few short days ago over Weilmeyer, 5-2 in 8 innings. They played the Windsor Stewarts and Strasburg Hatchets just 2 days ago. No score reported there. For the round out their season, they have at Edwards County, at Neoga, versus Cumberland at home, at South Central, and versus Dietrich away and home to round out the South Central Cougars 5-13 season. For the Eagles on the season, been playing some pretty good ball here. A little rocky stretch a couple weeks ago, but nonetheless, they are 19-4 on the season, 4-2 in LIC play. And we'll have the senior night information coming up here in just a moment, but nonetheless, the seniors for tonight's contest for the 2026 baseball season: Carson Bartholomew, Dexter Fulton, Reed Tharp, Dominic Botzel, Drake Wolf, and David Ferguson. All seniors here today for the senior night broadcast here at Jasper County Boys and Girls Park. Be back in just a moment. Thanks for tuning in. Game time isn't the only place where smart plays matter. At your local bank, Crossroads Bank, we help you make the winning financial decisions every day. From checking and savings to loans and investments, we've got your game plan covered. Crossroads Bank in Effingham, Illinois, helping you win on and off the field. Contact them today at 217-347-7751. When was the last time you reviewed your insurance? At Farley Agency, we take the time to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Stop by, give us a call, and experience service that puts you first. Farley Agency, Newton, Illinois, local service you can trust. Call them at 618-783-4421. When it comes to your money, confidence matters. A financial advisor like Willows can help you navigate the ups and downs and stay focused on your goals. With the right guidance, your future is within reach. Contact Will Oaks with Eckhart Financial Group in Altamont, Illinois. Thrivent Financial, 618-483-6167.
In the fall to play football and majoring in business. Dexter has also participated in football and track. Dexter was a 2-year football captain. In football, Dexter was named to the All-State Honorable Mention team this past fall. Dexter will also play in the Illinois Shrine Game this June. Dexter is also a baseball captain. Dexter's favorite baseball memory is hitting his first career home run at Muscuda this season and then hitting a grand slam versus Sullivan last week. Number 4, Drake Wolf. Drake is the son of Adam and Brooke Wolf. Drake has played baseball all 4 years. Drake plays middle field and pitches. Last season, Drake was all LIC and was the co-pitcher of the year in the LIC with Carson. Drake plans on attending Lakeland College in the fall and to study biology and eventually become an optometrist. Drake has also played football and basketball. Drake was a 2-year football captain. Drake was on all-conference in football his junior year. Drake was also second-team all-conference this season in basketball. Drake's favorite baseball memory was winning the LIC last season, going 7-0. Drake is also a baseball captain. Number 9, Dominic Bossel. Dominic is the son of Travis and Janice Bossel. Dominic has also played baseball all 4 years, lettering 3. Dominic is our catcher. Dominic was honorable mention LIC for football this past season. Dominic plans on attending Kaskaskia College to study criminal justice and become a police officer. Dominic's favorite baseball memory is winning the LIC championship last season. Number 15, David Ferguson. David is the son of Austin and Kim Ferguson. David has played baseball all 4 years, lettering 4. David is our center fielder. David plans on farming in the future. David was named first team all-conference his freshman year and was honorable mention his junior year. David has also participated in FFA, football, and basketball. David's favorite baseball memory is winning the regional his freshman year. David is also a baseball captain. Number 16, Carson Bartholomew. Carson is the son of Craig and Sarah Bartholomew. Carson plays corner, infield, and pitcher. Carson plans on attending OCC to study welding and join the Welders Union after college. Carson was named to the first team LIC team last year, being named as co-pitcher of the year with Drake. Carson has also participated in baseball, basketball, FFA, football, and St. Thomas CYO. Carson's favorite baseball memory is beating St. Anthony his sophomore year. Carson is also a baseball captain. Number 25, Reed Tharp. Reed is the son of Jay and Linda Tharp. Reed has played baseball all 4 years, lettering 2. Reed plays first base and is also our designated hitter. Reed was named to the second team all-conference team last year and won our batting average award. Reed's future plans are to attend Lakeland College to study pre-engineering and be on the judging team. Reed is also our FFA president. Reed has also played football, where he was our center and a captain. Reed's favorite baseball memory is just to ride the buses with the boys. The Newton baseball staff would like to thank all of the players for the hard work they have put into this program over the last 4 years. Their dedication has led to a very successful 4 years. We would also like to thank the parents for all the support, time, and dedication to the baseball program. Their countless hours of waiting at practices, taking them to lessons, and attending games in not-so-good weather has not gone unnoticed. Thank you to all that you have done for NCH baseball. We wish all of the players the very best future endeavors and know that this group is going to be very successful in whatever they plan to do.
That was our senior night information here at Jasper County Boys and Girls Park. We'll bring that to you here just after a moment. First pitch is coming up here in just a moment. They got to do the national anthem and meet with the umpires here real quick, and then we will have starting lineups and much, much more coming to you live here from Jasper County Boys and Girls Park. Once again, it's senior night here at the Boys and Girls Park. Newton Eagles taking on the South Central Cougars this afternoon on a nice day for baseball. You're listening to Eagle Eye Sports Network. Back to the broadcast here. Braden Wise, Jarrett Tharp here on the broadcast. We are going to step away for the national anthem for just a moment. And actually, no, let's do the starting laps here first. I will do the South Central side, Jarrett, if you go ahead and do the Newton Eagles side. For the South Central Cougars, they come into tonight's contest 5-13 on the season. And batting first, playing catcher, will be Shoemate. Moore will be in center field. Dotson will be at third base. At shortstop will be Hoover, batting fourth. And in the 5-hole will be Shoemate, G. Shoemate. No first names today, Jarrett. As on the bump will be G. Shoemate. Harrell will be the DH in the 6-hole. The 7-hole will be the left fielder, Kruger. And Tockstein will be the first baseman. And the second baseman will be Strobel, and getting DH for will be the right fielder, Gutierrez. They are coached by Mr. Jones, over 900 wins on his career. Go ahead, Jarrett.
For the Newton Eagles tonight, the starting lineup, batting in the leadoff spot, number 24, DHing today, Quincy Fulton. Batting in the 2-hole, number 15, playing center field, David Ferguson. In the 3rd hole, number 4, Drake Wolf on the mound today for Drake Wolf. Batting in the 4-hole, Dominic Botzel doing the catching, wearing number 9. Reed Tharp batting 5th, playing first base.
We're going to step aside for the national anthem. Be back in a moment. Back to the broadcast here in Newton, Illinois, Jasper County Boys and Girls Park. We have the starting laps for coming from Jarrett Tharp. Got broken up there from the national anthem.
Yeah, to finish out that starting lineup for the Newton Eagles today, I think I ended off with batting in the 5th hole, number 25, Reed Tharp. He's going to be playing first base today. Gavin Meinhardt going to be playing, looks like, second base, wearing the number 14 jersey, batting in the 6th hole. Carson Bartholomew going to be playing third base today, batting in the 7th hole. Dexter Fulton playing left field, wearing number 3, batting 8th. Maddox Horner batting 9th, playing right field, wearing the number 6 jersey. And then Chance Mulvey is going to be playing, looks like, shortstop, and he is going to be getting hit for by Quincy Fulton here in the DH position.
Yeah, I know you stopped a little bit there on Gavin Meinhardt.
Yeah, not typical of seeing him play second base.
But getting everybody in here today for senior night, senior afternoon. Once again, Drake Wolf on the bump today. And Dominic Botzel behind the plate for the South Central Cougars. Once again, Shoemate starting things off. Shoemate starting things off, catching, and he'll be hitting first. Second will be Moore. Third will be Dotson. Hoover in the cleanup position here today. We're going to take a break right here for first pitch. You're listening to and watching Eagle Eye Sports Network. When was the last time you reviewed your insurance? At Farley Agency, we take the time to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Stop by, give us a call, and experience service that puts you first. Farley Agency, Newton, Illinois, local service you can trust. Call them at 618-783-4200. 4421. Game time isn't the only place where smart plays matter. At your local bank, Crossroads Bank, we help you make the winning financial decisions every day. From checking and savings to loans and investments, we've got your game plan covered. Crossroads Bank in Effingham, Illinois, helping you win. Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for joining us here on the broadcast. And we're going to get things started off here. First pitch coming your way live from Jasper County Boys and Girls Park. It is the first batter up to bat for the South Central Cougars, 5-13 on the season. And it'll be L. Shoemate, up to bat to start things off for the South Central Cougars. Shoemate steps in from the right side. Drake Wolf set to deal today on his senior night. First pitch underway. Down the pipe, a strike called number 1 to get things started off here 0-1. Jared, it's always a good feeling when you start on the bump, and let alone just start the day off with a first pitch strike. Down the pipe or just cornering away from the hitter, and always a good feeling.
Yeah, it is, and especially on a day like today, South Central team that's 5-13, you want to get ahead in counts and not put anybody on a free pass on base on balls there. So Drake Wolf, if he can stay ahead in the count here today, should have a nice senior day outing for him.
The 1-1 delivery from Wolf, a hanging curveball, a strike call number 2, 1-2 the count on Shoemate. Going to have to come from behind now. On deck once again will be Moore. He's playing the center field position today, followed up by Dotson playing third base. 1-2 delivery from the windup from the Newton Eagles senior. Number 4, a ball batted out to in between short and third. That one's going to get through for a base hit to start the game off here. And next up it is Moore. Coming up to bat. Runner on first on a nice base hit. Just pounding that gap for South Central to start things off.
Yeah, good piece of hitting there by the leadoff hitter. Just kind of set back on that curveball and put it there in between the left side of the infield.
From the stretch now, runner on first. The 0-0 to Moore. It's going to be a ball outside to get things started off for Moore. Reed Tharp playing first base today. Defensively for the Eagles, second base, Gavin Meinhardt. Shortstop, Chance Mulvey. Third base, Carson Barthamy. High pitch and inside brings it the count to 2-0 on Moore. Out in the outfield today, left field will be Dexter Fulton, senior center fielder, David Ferguson. And in left field will be Maddox Horner. A swing strike. Pitch there brings the count to 2-1. A little bit of a breeze flowing in today, Jarrett.
Yeah, a little.
Picking up a little wind. Hopefully that's all right. Less doing the
blowing out to left. Maybe you might see some long balls here today.
That's what we like to see. Don't think we've had a long ball in the broadcast yet, other than T-Town long ball.
Yeah.
The 2-1. Checking the runner at first. Wolf kicks, deals. A fouled off pitch. And going to take a little bit of time for that one. That got a little bit of the umpire behind the plate. 2-2 the count. Dominic Botzel taking a little bit of time getting that back. Drake Wolf giving a little breather. The 2-2. Runner on first. Mr. Blade behind the plate, stretching things out. Checking the runner at first. The 2-2. Hanging curveball outside. Brings the full count to 3-2. After that first base hit, to start things off from Shoemate. 3-2, nobody out. Second batter of the day. Wolf, the full count delivery. Runner is going. That one's going to be popped up out of play behind the plate. And going to be a foul ball.
Drake, in his 7 appearances this year on the bump, he is 3-0 with a 4.06 ERA on the year, pitching 29 1/3 innings for him. Has gave up 31 hits and 17 earned runs on the year, along with 17 strikeouts.
Drake's had a pretty good senior season. Co-pitcher of the year last year. Checks the runner at first. He's going to be safe at first. Close, but safe at first on the 3-2. Moore steps in once again for his 6th pitch of the at-bat. Wolf checks the full count. Runner's going. That's going to be a strikeout. swinging K. He's going to be safe at second, and that's going to be good there.
Line now, number 20, Riker Dahl.
Wolf picks up his 18th strikeout of the year on that strikeout by Moore.
Home plate umpire is going to call time, as could have been a batter's interference
Could have
there.
been, yeah.
Because Dominic hit him with the hand as he came across, and that runner at second could be out after the K. Hang one up either way.
Could end up being a strike him out, throw him out type
Yes.
deal.
Dom would have had a little better visual at it and a little bit of better lane to throw the ball. He definitely could have been out at second.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea for the umpires early in the game to come and talk this one together with one out. Drake Wolf hanging one up, start things off on Moore. Dotson steps in from the right-handed side. They're going to make the runner go back to first base after the batter's interference. For some reason, I thought he was out.
Yeah.
But I thought that was a ruling, but nonetheless, not a big point in the game. Could be later on, but either way, one out. The runner goes back to first after a little bit of an interference. 0-0 on Dotson. From the stretch still is Drake Wolf, runner on first. He kicks, deals a high curveball strike. Reaching in there, 0-1.
Wolf going to that off-speed curveball here early on in counts through the first
I'm going to
couple
say
batters.
70% of the time at least.
Yeah.
The 0-1 from Drake Wolf. He's going to go back to it again. There's going to be a ball hit out to center field. Dave Ferguson camped under it. That's going to be a fly out to the center fielder. Puts two outs on the board for Drake Wolf, the senior. Nice pickup out there on a nice routine fly ball. On the F8. Brings that out two. Stepping in from the right-handed side will be the cleanup hitter, Hoover, playing shortstop today. Wear the number 3 jersey, a fastball strike on the outside corner. Nice pitch there on the outside and low. On the 2 outs. The 0-1 delivery. Checking his runner there. Tharp holding him on at first. Checks, kicks, deals, outside pitch. That's going to be ball one. 1-1. On a beautiful afternoon, Jarrett, as you've been cooped up inside most of the day, I assume.
I know. Beautiful afternoon.
Yeah, this morning it was chilly. Very chilly this morning. I had to bring a coat. Bring a coat to work.
I'm still
day.
wearing mine from this morning.
Yeah. The 1-1 from Wolf, 2 outs. Runner's thinking about going. Dom snaps over to first. He's going to be safe. No tag there, as that'll bring up the count to a 2-1. Let us know how we're doing today in the live chat. We cannot thank you guys enough for tuning in here today. Nice day for baseball here at Jasper County Boys and Girls Park. The score is 0-0, 2 down, as the count is 2-1. That one's going to be fouled off, not quite out of play, as Dominic Botzel's going to run for it and catch it on the run right before the fence, and that's going to be out 3. And the bottom of the first is coming up next here on Eagle Eye Sports Network. Back to the broadcast here. Bottom of the first inning here. Eagles held them scoreless in the first. Top of the first, we got starting things off for Newton, be DHing today. Quincy Fulton in the number 1 hole position as he steps in from the right-hand side of the plate. Pops one up and just shy of foul territory. It's going to go into foul territory. It's going to be a fly out. First pitch to the first baseman to start things off for the Eagles on their hitting stand. One out. Bring up David Ferguson.
First pitch swinging there. Quincy trying to be aggressive early in the at-bat and just got underneath that one and
a little too much.
Popped that one up. He's been doing that a lot lately.
Yes.
Having a lot of pop-ups over there to the right side of the infield.
Ferguson steps in, the center fielder senior, as that one's going to be a high strike called 1. 0-1 for David Ferguson stepping in from the left-handed side.
Ferguson, the senior, batting .328 on the year with 21 hits.
He's going to pop one up and do shallow right center there. He's going to pop up out too. Eagles getting under him today. Another F7. Could be a quick inning here if Drake Wolf don't try to help himself out here.
Yeah, it could be a nice 4-pitch inning for Shoemate.
Yeah.
He liked that against the Eagles offense that bats over 300 as a team.
2 down. Shoemate kicks, deals. Nice pitch there on the inside corner. 1-0. 2 down on the quick dealing Shoemate. Outside on that one.
He does got him a quick little windup.
Yes,
there.
he does.
Just jumps off his hand there.
You got to be careful when you got runners on. 2-0 to Drake Wolf. He's going to pop one out. That's going to be a base hit. Could get down, and it's going to get down. He's rounding first, looking to get 2. The cutoff throw is coming in, and he's going to have a stand-up double out to left center.
Great piece of hitting there by Drake Wolf, the senior, doing on both sides of helping himself out there on the mound. Drake Wolf picks up a double there, his 9th of the season. See if Dominic Bottsell can get him in and get Drake Wolf the lead going in here to the second inning.
Drake's going to use the courtesy runner for his advantage.
It's like his cousin Eli is going to come in and run for him.
Eli in the number 18 jersey. He'll be on the mound Saturday for our broadcast. We'll be broadcasting live at Paul Smith Field, I believe. That's where St. Anthony's playing this year.
Yeah.
Paul Smith Field in Effingham, Illinois. So Saturday morning, tune in for a 10 a.m. first pitch here on Newton Athletics-EESN. Here's be a high pitch for Dominic Bottsell stepping in from the right-hand side of the plate. Batting 4th here today. Another senior, the catcher. He's done a great job in his career for Newton Eagles and catching and just doing what he's asked of. Man, he does such a great job. Saws one off 1-1 here with 2 down. Runner on second. Eli Wolf running for Drake Wolf here today. The 1-1 from Shoemate. 2 down. He's going to spin one off. And the second safely back is Eli Wolf. On deck, Reed Tharp, followed up by Gavin Meinhardt. Dominic with his 1-1 count. Be a hanging curveball strike high. Bring the count to 1-2. Shoemate likes to throw the Uncle Charlie a little bit as well.
Yeah, he does. Looks like he's not getting as much break as he probably wants to. Is kind of staying up there a little higher, but
1-2. Strike 3 called. Looking backwards K for Shoemate. That's going to put the Eagles away for the top of the first inning. Be back for the second here in just a moment. When it comes to your money, confidence matters. A financial advisor like Willows can help you navigate the ups and downs and stay focused on your goals. With the right guidance, your future is within reach. Contact Will Oaks with Eckhart Financial Group in Altamont, Illinois. Thrivent Financial, 618-483-6167. Back to the broadcast here. Great day for Eagles baseball. Top of the second inning here. After the Eagles went 4 up and 3 down. Drake Wolf, the only one to get a hit. A strikeout looking Dominic Botzel. Pop out, and a base hit. For the South Central Cougars, the top of the second inning will be Shoemate trying to help himself out here. Pitcher, he'll be batting in the 5-hole today. First here in the top of the second inning. Cannot thank all of our fine new sponsors, James Backco Service, Newton Coin Laundry. Jarrett picked that one up today. Chad and the gang at Newton Coin Laundry, thank you to those guys. Drake Wolf's delivery, a high ball. If you're interested in sponsoring or advertising with us, reach out to us via our Facebook page, message us there, or you can contact us at eagleeyesportsnetwork@gmail.com. There'll be a 2-0 count now on Shoemate. Drake Wolf trying to dig himself out of this hole. Contact myself, Braden Wise, Jarrett Tharp, or Tucker Riemann. If you're interested in getting your name out there, your business, be a strike on the outside corner to get things going there.
Looks like Drake Wolf trying to stay away from Garrett Shoemate here. He's kind of trying to paint that outside corner of these first 3 pitches. Finally got one called there.
2-1. He's going to pop one up. Shoemate's going to be right along the line. Fulton encroaching into it, right on the line. That's going to be a fly ball out to left field to record out number 1 here in the top of the second inning.
Now number 11, Caden Hale.
Got up there in the wind and just kind of kept the line.
Yes, kept going towards that line. I knew it was going to be close to it, and that Dex did a good job reading that ball, and that's one thing I'll give Dex. He, as a senior, he's really improved a lot and been a pretty stone wall out there in left field.
Yeah, doing a great job tracking down balls out there in the outfield. A lot of speed in our outfield here. We got between Horner and Ferguson and Dexter out there, a lot of guys that can cover some ground.
Harrell's going to be the DH here today for Gutierrez out in right field. Harrell steps in. He sawed one off to start things off. And the 0-1 from Drake Wolf on the windup. 1 out. Pops one in high for ball 1. Beautiful field conditions here at Jasper County Boys and Girls Park. Been a wet couple weeks here, Jarrett, and they've got some ball games in though. Only a couple rainouts. The 1-1. Harrell's going to saw one off to the left side. 1-2.
Makes a big difference whenever they put that turf on the mound and around home plate. You know, they probably wouldn't be able to play a lot of the games they have if it was still the old brick dust.
Man.
Have a nice little pond out there still.
From an umpire standpoint, man, it's so nice umpiring games back there. Don't even bring a plate brush with me anymore.
Yep.
Speeds it up a little bit. A called strike 3 on Harrell. Hang him up for Drake Wolf, his second K of the game. His first backwards K, looking for out number 2.
Batting now number 26, Sebastian.
Drake Wolf dealing here today. Did a fine job locating that pitch.
Yeah, it looked like Harrell, he was kind of looking for off speed there, and Wolf just cruised a fastball in there right at the letters and got the called third.
Kruger steps in with 2 outs. That one's going to pop up right at us here, and it's going to be out of play. Definitely do not want to pop up right to us here. We're going to have to sacrifice our lives to save some of this expensive equipment. Drake Wolf is 0-1, 2 down, hangs a curveball high. That's going to bring up 1-1 the count. Kruger, the left fielder today, stepping in from the left side, or right side, sorry. That one's going to be a low called strike. 1-2. Good location there for Drake Wolf. Not much you can do with that one. Just saw it off, put it out of play. 1-2. Drake Wolf, 2 down. On the mound. He's going to hang one up again, a backwards K, back-to-back to round things out here in the top of the second inning. A great outing there, 3 up, 3 down. Be back in just a moment. When was the last time you reviewed your insurance? At Farley Agency, we take the time to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Stop by, give us a call, and experience service that puts you first. Farley Agency, Newton, Illinois, local service you can trust. Call them at 618-783-4421. Bottom of the second inning, back to the broadcast here on Eagle Eye Sports Network, Newton Athletics-EESN. It'll be Reed Tharp stepping in from the left side here tonight on senior night. And Shoemate brought a little action to that ball there, ball one, but had a little bit behind it.
Yeah, he did. That's jumps off his hand there. He's got a kind of a quick, like we said in the first inning, got a quick motion there and really hides it well. He kind of keeps it back and makes it hard for the hitters here.
Tharp's 1-1. A hanging curveball be a called ball. 2-1. The count. For Tharp. He's going to ground one out to the first baseman. Picks it up. Touches first, and that's going to be out number one on the 3 unassisted.
Batting down number 14.
Like he got out in front of that one a little. And
Gavin Meinhardt stepping in from the right-hand side here today.
Meinhardt, if we had a stat on his last 10 games hitting, boy, he'd probably be the best on the team. On the year, he's batting .303 with 23 hits, but
he really struggled in the March and April
year.
year.
The last 10 games that I've seen or that I've listened to, been on a tear. A couple of home runs, a lot of doubles too for him.
He took a strike one to start things off, and a ball. 1-1 with one out. Meinhardt looking to get on base. A hanging curveball called strike number 2. Brings the count to 1-2 now on the second baseman today, Gavin Meinhardt. Meinhardt wearing the 14 jersey. And he's going to go around on one. And they drop third, steps on first. Out number 2 on the swing strikeout. Eagles need to pick up the bat a little bit here.
Yeah, they
2
do.
Ks.
Something they've kind of done this year I've noticed is just struggle to hit the off speed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they just get fooled on it.
Barthamy steps in. He takes a ball 1 to start his count off. Barthamy playing third base today here on senior night. There's going to be a ball up and out again. 2-0. Coach Fulton coaching third base today. Brad Harris over at first base today. No JV game for Brad. The 2-0. Strike called in the outside corner brings count 2-1. Got to be aggressive with it up here today. A lot of strikes called.
Yeah, he's calling outside corner. Just got to take that one to right field.
And a swinging strike number 2. Brings the count to 2-2 now on Barthamy. Carson, the senior pitcher. The Eagles have a day off tomorrow. Hanging curveball gets him off speed, K's him up. That's going to do it for a quick bottom of the second. Be back in just a moment here on Eagle Eye Sports Network. game time isn't the only place where smart plays matter. At your local bank, Crossroads Bank, we help you make the winning financial decisions every day. From checking and savings to loans and investments, we've got your game plan covered. Crossroads Bank in Effingham, Illinois, helping you win on and off the field. Contact them today at 217-347-7751. Here for the top of the third here on Eagle Eye Sports Network. Don't forget to like, subscribe to our broadcast. Turn the notifications on so anytime we go live, you get a notification from us. Follow us on Facebook and YouTube. Tolkstein steps in here, playing first base here today in the 25 jersey. It's been, he's the number 8 hitter on the day, and we're in the top of the third, so pretty stagnant offensively for both teams to start the outing. There's going to be a fly ball rope down the line. That'll be a foul ball to get Tolkstein started off.
Yeah, so far it's been a pitcher's duel with quite a few strikeouts. Well, Wolf's up to 3 strikeouts and not very good, really, contact other than that leadoff hit there by Shoemate.
Yep. 0-1 from Drake Wolf, kicking, dealing a called strike number 2, hanging him up again on the Uncle Charlie. And Drake Wolf, he rounded out the set of frame of 2 with 2 backward strike Ks. Let's see if he can do it again. 0-2. A called strike, hang him up again backwards. That's going to be out number 1 here in the top of the third inning. Great placement there.
I don't think these South Central guys have figured out yet. He's calling them on the outside half of the plate.
Adjustment. It'll be Strobel, the second baseman, 9-hole with 1 out. That'll be a called strike up and out. 0-1. He's being consistent, though. He's giving them on both sides of the jersey. 0-1, 1 down. He's going to offer strike 2, foul balled off out of play. 0-2. I'd like to thank Jasper County Daily News for all their coverage here this year on baseball, softball, track games, meets, sharing our page as much as they can. The 0-2, up and out, ball 1. Some big things coming between Eagle Eye Sports Network and Jasper County Daily News. Not going to release those yet, but some big things hopefully this summer. We'll release those at a later date. A swinging strike out. That is 4 in a row for Drake Wolf on the K's. Brings up out number 2. Luke Shoemate steps in. Back to the top of the order here in the top of the third inning, 2 down. Drake Wolf dealing some pitches here. Pitch count is his friend thus far in the contest. Shoemate's the only one to get a hit off of Wolf on the day on the 1-hit outing. That'll be outside called ball.
Yeah, it looks like he's just trying to get these hitters off balance, starting them off with some off-speed first pitch and getting them on their heels, and then he kind of cruises in a fastball there with 2 strikes and kind of fools the hitters what it's looking like.
Brings count 2-0 on the high pitch there. 38 total pitches thus far in the contest for Drake Wolf through 2 2/3 frames. 2-0 count on Shoemate, the catcher. He's going to pop one up out to center field. Ferguson steps under it. Out number 3, 3 down once more for Drake Wolf and the Newton Eagles here. And the top of the third inning. Be back in just a moment. This is Eagle Eye Sports Network. Game time isn't the only place where smart plays matter. At your local bank, Crossroads Bank, we help you make the winning financial decisions every day. From checking and savings to loans and investments, we've got your game plan covered. Crossroads Bank in Effingham, Illinois, helping you win on and off the field. Contact them today at 217-347-7751. Back to the broadcast here for the bottom half of the third inning. First pitch on Dexter Fulton. Hitting in the 8-hole here today was a called ball. Showing bunt there. He pulled it back. And a little bit of chin music for ball number 2.
A little high and in.
High and in. Dexter playing the left field position here today, wearing the number 3 jersey. Gets a called strike on the upper half of the strike zone. 2-1 on Dexter.
Dexter hitting 143 on the year, 6 hits, I believe 2 home runs, a grand slam
Yes.
as well. So when he puts the ball in play,
And a called strike number 2. 2-2 on the count on Dex. That one's going to get behind the catcher there. Catcher Shoemate. Brings the count to full. 3-2 here in the bottom half of the third inning. Beautiful day for baseball. Clouds rolling over. The full count delivery. Strike called 3. That is a backwards K looking. That's 3 in a row for Shoemate on the Newton Eagles. Out number 1.
Now number 6, Maddox Horner.
1 down. We'll bring up the number 9 hole hitter, Maddox Horner. Maddox has played a few different positions this year for the Eagles. He's going to pop one up. That could be trouble. Second baseman running in towards the line. That's going to be an F4 and record out number 2.
yeah, Maddox a nice utility guy for the Eagles this year, doing a little bit of everything, playing outfield, playing second base, hitting the ball really well too for the Eagles.
And really key for Maddox in that T-Town game. Man, that's a hit that he had in the 7th inning. Really, he was one of the first people on base for the Eagles that game, and it was a really big key one there. And now up will be Quincy Fulton. He will step in from the right-handed side, and he'll get the first pitch here. A ball on the inside half. 2 down now for the Eagles on the offensive side. Top of the order of Quincy Fulton. This will be a ball out and low on Quincy, 2-0. He flew out to the first baseman on the first pitch of the game, 0 of 1 on the day. The 2-0 count from Shoemate down low once again. I guess that'll be ball 4. That was a pitch behind. With 2 outs, base on balls, getting on first base will be Quincy Fulton here in the third inning. David Ferguson steps in. He flew out to the left fielder his last time around, 0-1 on the day. Steps in from left-hand side. He gets the first hanging curveball called strike. Took the sunglasses off, thought the sun was going to be out for the day, and going to have to put them back on.
Yeah, he just.
That's playing with our emotions here today.
I like it, though. It feels good when it comes.
It does. The 0-1. And a curveball called ball. Up and out. Couldn't get to break on that one for Shoemate, as he has recorded 4 Ks on the day. He's going to pop one over to first. Checking on Quincy there, keeping him honest.
Quincy leading the team in stolen bases this year, but I know he's got a little bit of hamstring injury here, so I doubt he's going to be running today.
Kicking, dealing, ball in the dirt. The turf, I should say, 2-1. We talked a little bit about that turf before in the top of the inning, the first inning, and man, it's really helped things out here at Jasper County Boys and Girls Park here on the roper down the line from David Ferguson. It's going to be a long strike, though. Brings his count to 2-2. Really changes the look of the home plate and the pitcher's mound. Be nice if it had an all-turf infield,
yeah.
But the funds are not that easy to come by these kind of days.
Maybe you can support that someday.
Hey, maybe someday. 2-2 on Ferguson. Runner on first. There'll be a grounder foul. Quincy on first. Got 2 down. On contact, he's running on the 2-2 count. Ferguson staying alive, back-to-back foul balls. As Shoemate will step back on the bump. He gets a sign. Checking Quincy at first. Checking, dealing. A sawed-off foul ball again. The umpire getting contacted again.
Well, the Eagles just look like they not reading the curveball out of the hand of Shoemate here early on. Swinging out a lot of curveballs.
Yes.
In the lower half of the zone and even in the turf.
Yes.
As you say.
2-2. Ball's back in play now. Ferguson's going to pop one to the first baseman, a roper right to him. He's going to pick it up, touch the base, and record out number 3. Be back in just a moment. Top of the 4th, believe it or not, is coming up next. When was the last time you reviewed your insurance? At Farley Agency, we take the time to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Stop by, give us a call, and experience service that puts you first. Farley Agency, Newton, Illinois, local service you can trust. Call them at 618-783-4421. Back to the broadcast here, top of the 4th inning here on Eagle Eye Sports Network, Newton Athletics-EESN here on YouTube live. Thanks for joining us here today. A great day for baseball and a pretty good game, just a pitcher's duel. Nobody's touched home base and really one guy in running scoring position.
Yep,
today.
I think only one hit for South Central and only one hit for the Eagles.
Bring up the number 2 hitter of Moore. He struck out his first time at the plate.
He had a pitch count on both pitchers, too. I bet they're sitting pretty low. A lot of quick innings here.
Yes.
A lot of quick work.
Yeah, Drake had under 40 through 3. It's pretty good. He's going to get strike number 1 on the batter of Moore. Playing center field here today. 1-1 the count on Moore with nobody out. The deal. Swing strike number 2 on Moore from the right-handed side.
Moore way out in front of that pitch.
Drake Wolf. 42 pitches is what we got him for on the Game Changer app. 2-2 the count. Couldn't get the curveball to hang on just enough as it went off in the dust. The 2-2, nobody out, nobody on for South Central. It's going to be a strike, swinging strikeout. Drake Wolf's going to hang his 6th one up here in the 4th inning. That's pretty good work.
Yeah,
pretty efficient
10
work.
batters, 10 at-bats, 6 strikeouts.
It's a pretty efficient day. Could be our shortest broadcast ever if this game continues the way it is. Nonetheless, Dotson will step in from the right-handed side. There he's going to hang up a curveball and get called for strike number 1 on Dotson. Dotson playing third base today. As Drake Wolf from the stretch here on senior night. He's going to hang one again. That one's going to be a fair ball. Gets past the third baseman, and that's going to be a stand-up single pretty easily. 1 out with a runner on first base now after the roper down the line. Just a good piece of hitting there from Dotson.
Yeah, Wolf threw back-to-back curveballs there. And Dodson just sat on that second one and roped it down the third base line, kept it in play, hooked it down there in the left field corner.
Hoover will step in now from the right-hand side. Drake Wolf, that's his, gave up his second hit of the day. There's going to be an outside ball called there. Cardinals won't be in action until later tonight, I don't think. 9 o'clock game time out in San Diego.
Yeah, that'll be.
Don't know if I'll stay up for that one.
Yeah, they've been playing good this year.
Yes,
sitting
they
second in the NL behind the one and only Cubs, I guess you could say.
That one's going to be a fly ball out to left field, a base hit. Single, and Drake Wolf giving 2 back-to-back ones up. On the outfield single to left field.
Top of the order here for the South Central Cougars. Getting a piece at Wolf here at their second time around the order.
Bring up Shoemate wearing the number 14 jersey here. Pitching today. Runners on first and second. Ground ball or an infield fly rule will be all right now for Drake Wolf. Outside strike called, number 1.
Shoemate could really help himself out here, a runner in scoring position. The way he's pitching, he just needs 1 run here.
He flew out to the left field last time to record out number 1 in the second inning. It's going to be up and out for a ball number 1. 1-1 the count. Cubs are playing the Reds today, I believe. Coach Beverland had to get his little jab in before the broadcast started about how the Cubs are in first place.
I believe Cardinals are 3.5 games back of them.
Yes.
Sitting in second place.
2-1 the count now. Runners on first and second. Drake Wolf trying to get himself out of this jam. He recorded 5 straight strikeouts in the last couple innings. 2 runners on, 2 base hits in a row. Strike call number 2, 2-2. Drake Wolf, you just make your bed and pitch a tent right there on the outside corner, and that's where you got to live.
Yeah, that's what he's been doing, and that's where he's been able to command that all game long here. And the umpire behind the plate is giving him that call every time.
2-2. It's going to be a ball up and in. 3-2 the count now, 1 down here in the top of the 4th inning.
Not a bad place to miss there.
No.
Try to go back inside.
Try to get him pop one up or strike out. Hard to leave those high ones up. The full count. There's going to be a grounder to the shortstop. Mulvey picks it up, throws it to third. There's going to get the lead runner out. Number 2. Way to keep your heads up there, Chance. That was a good routine play.
Yeah, that was. He was kind of bouncing there, holding the runner on a second, and his momentum just kind of took him that way, and had no chance at first, but an easy play to get there, the lead runner.
On the 6-5 there, put out. They'll be out number 2 of the inning. Harrell steps in the DH today. He got called strike 3 looking last time up.
Really the only sort of trouble that Wolf has ran into today, couple of base runners.
Yeah.
Couple of hits this inning he's given up, but that's what happens when you get through second time through the order. They've seen you once and kind of know what you're trying to do.
Strike called 1 on the outside corner. 1-1 the count now. Yeah, Drake dealing pretty well today. Man, you hang up 6 through 4 or 7 through 4, and that's a pretty good inning. That's a pretty good outing to start the day off. See if he can get out of this jam here. The 1-1. There's going to be a pop-up on the infield. 2 outs. Runners going. Carr's Chance. Chance is going to call him off. Out number 3. Wow, on the F6. That's going to be the 3rd out for the top half of the 4th inning. Be back in just a moment. Game time isn't the only place where smart plays matter. At your local bank, Crossroads Bank, we help you make the winning financial decisions every day. From checking and savings to loans and investments, we've got your game plan covered. Crossroads Bank in Effingham, Illinois, helping you win on and off the field. Contact them today at 217-347-7751. bottom of the fourth here on Eli Sports Network. We'll bring up Drake Wolf trying to help himself out here. He got a base hit to start off the first inning, and he is the only base hit that we have had on today. He got a called strike one to start off his at bat. Had a nice roper there in short left field. Another nice pitch there from Shoemate.
I believe he got him a stand-up double that was
Yes.
there in the back in the first inning. The only hit, like you said, for the Eagles.
He's going to rope one again. That one's going to get through. Bound to the same place, a stand-up single. Don't really have to say stand-up, I guess. He's going to be standing on first base on another nice single there. We'll bring up Dominic Bonsall in the number 4 hole place hitter today.
Botzel batting .382 on the year with 26 hits and a home run as well for the senior catcher.
He struck out looking last time at the plate in the top of the first inning. Wolf, once again, 2 hits for him on the day. The only hits for the Newton Eagles. It's all been Ks or flyouts other than that. Reed Tharp had 3 unassisted, I guess, but nonetheless, Dominic Botzel will step in, the senior catcher. Be a pitch up and out for ball number 1. 1-0 the count on Dominic. Dominic does a fine job catching. Drake Wolf pitching here today. He's done a fine job as well. Harrell's been dealing pretty well, or excuse me, Shoemate's been dealing pretty good for himself. He's at 40 pitches here in the bottom half of the fourth. That was be a low ball called there, down and away. Be back in action here on the broadcast. Saturday morning, 10 o'clock game time there. Braden Wise alongside Tucker Riemann. We'll bring the game to you live from Paul Smith Field in Effingham, Illinois. Eagles taking on the St. Anthony Bulldogs.
Be a good matchup there.
A big matchup as well.
Maybe some postseason
Yes.
implications there on Saturday.
Definitely some big implications on that one. Now that St. Anthony's 2A.
Yep.
All of Effingham County's 2A other than Dietrich and Altamont. Runners going to pop up out to left field. Halfway is Drake Wolf. Camped under will be the left fielder. That's going to be a fly out to the left field. Been nice if we could have stayed under that one a little bit and got a little base hit, but nonetheless, Dom's going to go for 2 to start the day off for him. Reed Tharp will step in here in the 4th inning.
Reed hitting .313 on the year with 21 hits for him.
With 1 out. Count goes to 1-0. On the ball inside on the lefty. Reed Tharp playing first base today in the 25 jersey. Checking over on Drake will be Shoemate.
Trying to keep Wolf from out of scoring position. Shoemate keeping a close eye on him.
1 out. The 1-0. Checking the runner, Shoemate. Tharp calls time. Neither pitcher has pitched to more than 4 in an inning, I believe. Ball 2 on Reed Tharp, the senior. We had some more senior information here after a moment. Reed Tharp going to Lakeland College. Be a sin if he didn't, Jarrett.
That's right.
Reed's going to ground one out to the pitcher. Pitcher's going to step and throw to second base. Safe at second, out at first, and out at second. He must have got the tag down on the bag on the 1-6-3 double play. Be back in just a moment for the top half of the 5th. When was the last time you reviewed your insurance? At Farley Agency, we take the time to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Stop by, give us a call, and experience service that puts you first. Farley Agency, Newton, Illinois, local service you can trust. Call them at 618-783-4421. Back to the broadcast here, top of the 5th inning here. Everybody back in their positions. Drake Wolf on the prowl today. 7 strikeouts, I believe. Not 6 or 7. Either way you want to say it. On the mound. On the turf bump. He's going to pick up the ball. Get things ready to go for the top of the 5th. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Here today, there's going to be a pop-up. Into the short outfield there, left field. Now it will be a caught there by Chance Mulvey. On the pop out to the shortstop on the edge of the grass. Out number 1.
Number 25, Colton Coxtew.
That was Kruger there for out number 1. Tolkstein steps in, playing first base here today in the 25 jersey with 1 out. Wolf set to deal again. Be a pop-up on the left side. Out of play. Warming up in the pen over there, Nolan Cleaver. Cleaver looking to get some relief innings here today.
Might have to come in for the save. Might have some extra innings, Braden.
Yeah, he went in down. You gotta get Cleaver warmed up over there.
That's right. You got to keep that rubber arm loose.
And the hanging curveball could drop. Chance Mulvey gave it a good effort for it, but that one's going to drop for a base hit for Tolkstein.
Tolkstein just kind of threw the bat out there at that pitch, protecting outside half of the plate. Not wanting to get rung up again, and just throws that one right over Bartholomew, and Mulvey went a long ways to try to dive after that one. Just couldn't come up with that one.
Stepping in will be Strobel, the 9-hole hitter today. Playing right field. Runner on first. Strobel's going to show bunt. That one's going to be a pop-up out back. Coach Jones give him the bunt sign there. A little small ball. I love seeing some small ball action here. Get some runners in scoring position. Got top of the order coming up. A great idea. Great idea.
Right now, the way both of these pitchers are pitching, it's not going to take very many runs to win this one.
No.
Take all you can get.
Yes, sir. 1-1 the count now after that ball pitched. 1 out. We're in the top of the 5th here, believe it or not. 1 hour into the game. Strobel with the 1-1 count, 1 out. Tolkstein on first. He's going to wave at one here, get strike number 2. 1-2 the count on Strobel. Top of the order up next will be Shoemate. Catching today, Moore after him.
Really would like to get this one out here.
Be a big one. 1-2 up and out. Good idea there from Drake Wolf. Great command on that one. Putting it up in the zone. See if he'll wave at that one. He did not. Bring it 2-2. Wolf checking, dealing, waves at one there. There's going to be a runner on first. He's going to be out on the drop, 3rd strike. The base path was
occupied.
Covered up. 2 down. Now you can do it, sir. 2 outs. Anybody can get on first base swinging at a 3rd pitch strike. 2 down. That was a big one, Jarrett.
Yeah, that was. And Shoemate, the other Shoemate, catcher. Little brother duo action there, pitching and catching.
That one's going to be a base hit through the infield. And Shoemate's going to get on safely.
Just kind of poked that out there between first and second. Tharp was holding the runner on, so he had a long ways to go to get that one. Couldn't. Going to be a tough play anyways.
Meinhardt didn't have enough under him to get through it. And a non-traditional second baseman there for an infield single. Getting through there. That'll bring up the number 2 hitter, Moore. Moore steps in, 2 down. Base hit could mean something big here. Eagles got to know where they're throwing the ball.
Moore's looking to get redemption back at Wolf after 2 strikeouts.
Looks like we got a little.
Yeah, number 2 didn't know who he was going to run for there.
They had the
I
courtesy
stand,
run.
yeah, coming in to courtesy run
Yeah.
there.
Running for the wrong guy. Nevertheless, 0-0 the count. Runners on first and second. Wolf set to deal. 2 down. Clean count here. Going to throw one up in the zone for ball.
Wolf's got the best of Moore here so far today with 2 swinging strikeouts.
Yep.
Moore both times up has really struggled on Wolf's fastball. Has been way out in front. Just hasn't been able to pick it up out of his hand.
The 1-0. Strike swinging on the outside corner for a 1-1 count. That breaking ball is still working today. Later on in the game, 2 down, 1-1. Wolf really need to get out of this jam here. Routine ground ball would mean something big here. Brings count to 2-1 after a missed pitch. 2-1 the count. 2 down, runners at first and second. Here in the top of the 5th. That one's going to be a ball in the dust. 3-1 now.
Definitely don't want to lose this guy.
Yes.
You've had the best of him all day on deck, Dodson. He had a single down there in the left field corner his last time up. So
he's 1 for 2 on the day on deck. The 3-1. Be a base on balls.
load him up.
Loading them up. That is Drake Wolf's first base on balls on the day. So, runners jacked all the way around. With 2 down, ground ball would be something big here.
Really going to have to be careful here not to put anything over center part of the plate to where Dodson can drive it, because he showed that last at-bat.
He's going to get the call to strike 1. Yeah, Dodson hit a roper there last time up to the plate. He's batting back-to-back innings now. Drake Wolf faced 5 last inning, and this is his 6th of this inning. He's going to wave at strike number 2. Dodson really wanted that one, and if he would have laid back a little bit, he would have got a hold of that one.
Yeah.
That could have been something mean. Definitely what you want to be as a 3-place hitter with the bases jacked. 2 down, looking to get a key base hit. The 0-2 delivery from Drake Wolf. 2 down. Down the zone, a ball.
Wolf in the driver's seat here, 0-2, now 1-2 with that just barely missed pitch there, lower outer half part of the plate. Just missed.
No score yet. The 1-2 from the windup. Drake's going to get one ground ball. That's going to score 1 for South Central. Waving him home is Coach Jones. That one's going to be down, and 2 scores. Not sure what the left fielder was doing. Lost the ball out there in the grass, and that's going to score 2 on a nice base hit from Dodson.
Yeah, not sure. Only 1 run should have scored there. It looked
Yeah.
like Fulton had trouble picking that one up in left field. Shoemade just scored on that one easy with no play.
Easily.
No play at home.
Yeah, it's called strike 1 now. After 2 runs scored for the South Central Cougars, Eagles got to find them bats here in the bottom half of the 5th frame. The 0-1. Called strike number 2 with runners on first, second. Drake Wolf, 0-2. Hangs one, going to do a little 1-3 put out action. That's going to do it for the top half of the 5th. The Eagles got a hit. They're down by 2 now. Be back in just a moment. This is Eagle Eye Sports Network. When it comes to your money, confidence matters. A financial advisor like Willows can help you navigate the ups and downs and stay focused on your goals. With the right guidance, your future is within reach. Contact Will Oaks with Eckhart Financial Group in Altamont, Illinois. Thrivent Financial, 618-483-6167. Gavin Meinhardt will lead things off here in the bottom half of the fifth frame. 2-0 is the score here. South Central got a couple in the top half of the fifth on a nice base hit out to left field and a couple RBIs for the pitcher of Shoemate.
Need Meinhardt to
Or
get
Hoover,
into one
sorry.
here.
Meinhardt, the 1-0. He's going to pop one, get a nice base hit single. Nice piece of hitting there for the Newton Eagle Jr. of Gavin Meinhardt. That was a big hit there. Put one on.
What is that? The Eagles, their only third hit of the game.
Yep.
Only other person to get a hit other than Drake Wolf. Drake kind of doing it all here today. Pitching great. Doing his own offense, just not getting any help from the rest of the team.
Exactly. Bartholomew will step in. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. He's going to think of one, but he's going to hold back for the 1-0. Meinhardt on first. A little bit of pep in his step. He could really get one going if nice base hit. He's going to throw back over to first. Shoemate. He's done a good piece of throwing today from Shoemate.
Yeah, he has been pretty much in command the whole time. Using the off speed. Got a nice tight break there on his curveball as well.
2-0 is the count now. Shoemate at 50 pitches on the day. Bartholomew 0 for 1. Fouled off out of play from Bartholomew. Hunt City Township legend walking behind us here, Jared, if you want to peek an eye on that. Other shoulder. Long-time coach.
Well, I guess you can say that.
Long-time something.
Long time.
Not much history that man does not know. Grandpa Jerry. The 2-1. On the outside, bring up 3-1. Way to be decisive, Carson. Going to have to get one that you really like.
Yeah, really a big pitch here for Shoemate and Bartholomew. Both could use two base runners here with nobody out.
The deal, a 3-1. Bart's going to get a hold of one. That could be down. It's going to be down. Rounding second is Meinhardt. Meinhardt's going to have a stand-up at third at least. He's going to turn three, looking to go home. The throw is going to be held up. One-run scores for Newton Eagles. A stand-up double for Carson Bartholomew and an RBI.
Absolute rope by Bartholomew there. Put that in the left center gap. Long run for the left fielder as he was kind of shaded more towards the line. Meinhardt turned on the wheels and scored all the way from first base.
Huge pickup there from Carson Bartholomew. Like I said, try to be decisive when you got the 3-1 count, and he did just that. And good piece of hitting from the Newton Eagle senior third baseman here today of Carson Bartholomew. Coach Jones going to have a little mound visit. We'll take one as well. All brought to you by the Newton Coin Laundry. Be back in just a moment. back to the broadcast after that Newton Coin Laundry mound visit. 2-1 to score now after a big piece of hitting RBI from Carson Barthamy. Dex is going to come up to hit. Dexter Fulton, the senior. Over 1 on the day. Barthamy with the only RBI today. Eagles have doubled up their hits in this frame. They're going to try to pitch over to second. Barthamy's on the loose ball. He's going to take third. Slide into third. He's going to reach safely.
Great heads-up play there by Barthamy.
Yes, that was a good read on him. Not sure if I had a lot of faith in him there on that one, but he did a good job staying up and getting into the scoring position. Good read. He lost a little.
Yeah, South Central, they had players going all over the place. They had first and third charging for the bunt. They had second trying to cover, and short was going to go to third. And
Fulton showing the bunt really mixed things up there, and
did.
Shoemate threw over second and just threw a wrench in the cog there. The 0-0 on Dexter, going to be a ball low. Just what the Eagles want here. Nobody out, runner on third, and Dexter up to bat.
Yeah,
Number 8 hold here today.
Just a nice fly ball will do the job too.
Yes.
Something in play.
Yep, don't overcomplicate anything when you're at the plate here. Just make contact with it and see what happens with it here.
Yeah, Benfield's playing in, so maybe a hard ground ball will get through.
Yes. The 0-2, or 2-0, sorry. And the called strike 1 on the up and out pitch.
The Eagles finally getting a shoemate here in the bottom half of the 5th inning, stringing together a couple leadoff hits.
That's be a called strike 2 up in the zone. 2-2 the count now. Nobody out with a runner on third base. On a stolen base from Carson Barthamy. Pitch up and away. Brings the count to full. Here on Dexter. Dexter going to play a little football after high school. He did a great job last fall in the football field, playing wide receiver. The full count. He's going to pop one up. That one's going to be out of play, as that one's going to get some concrete on that one. Full count. Dexter
Wow,
going.
his sister back here at that
Yes.
foul ball.
Dexter going to Knox College. I believe that's where
In
Peyton's
Knox,
coaching,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
Full count. Nobody out now. Something big here from Dexter. 3-2. Runner on third. He's going to step over and throw it to third, keeping Barthamy honest.
Shoemate's not afraid to throw anywhere.
No.
He's thrown the pickoff move to all 3 bases here so far this evening.
2-1 the score. 3-2 the count. Base on balls for Dexter. Just another fast feet that we can get on base. That's a big one. Base on balls for Dexter. Maddox Horner up to bat. Maddox has had some quality ABs on the season. He flew out to the second baseman last time. We'll take a break. Mound visit coming up. Brought to you by James Bacco Service. When was the last time you reviewed your insurance? At Farley Agency, we take the time to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Stop by, give us a call, and experience service that puts you first. Farley Agency, Newton, Illinois, local service you can trust. Call them at 618-783-4421.
Coach Jones in no rush.
After the mound visit there from Coach Jones, he's going to bring in Moore from Moore was playing center field. Maddox Horner will step in from the right side with runners on first and second. Nobody out for the Newton Eagles here. Could add on to the piece of hitting we've seen here today. 2 hits in this inning. Moore's going to step off for his first attempt to the plate. Maddox, sophomore, playing right field today, will step in from the right side. Be a ball low to start his count off.
Sure, Dexter's going to be stealing here. Get a couple of runners in scoring position.
Shoemate pitched 4 innings, did a great job through 4. They're going to throw one over to Dexter. Dexter has some legs under him here, so definitely could be stealing on first movement to home plate. The 1-0. They're going to check him again.
Keep him honest over there.
As the 1-0 delivery is set to go for Maddox Horner.
If you're the Eagles, you really don't want to run into one either.
No.
Nobody out.
Horner's going to pop one out to right field. That one's going to get down. Scoring will be Barthamy. And a stand-up single there for Horner. Going to score 1 for an RBI, a big one there. Fulton advancing to second. Great piece of hitting there from Maddox Horner. Hit them where they ain't.
Yeah, that's right. Kind of an inside fastball there. Horner able to fight that one off and muscle it out there to right field. Great piece of hitting, like you said, from Horner.
Picks up an RBI on that good piece of hitting on the aluminum bat. They'll bring up Quincy Fulton with nobody out. Low and away for his first pitch. Huge base hit here from Quincy. Really could tag a few on here for the Eagles. We're all tied up at 2 on a 1-0 count. Nobody out. That one's going to be a ball low. Dexter on second. He got on base on balls, and Maddox Horner had that nice RBI hit out to right field. Quincy still have 1 on the day with a walk. As he gets his third pitch, he's going to pop this one out to center field. And center fielder's going to get a catch on that one. On an F8, that'll be out number 1 of the inning. We're going to have David Ferguson here from the left-hand side of the plate. 1 out.
For the Eagles, you got to get a couple more runs here. The Eagles' bats finally got going here. The bottom part of the order.
Yes.
Really doing a lot of the work here for the Eagles. Need the top half to do their thing.
6, 7, 8, 9 did a great job.
Yep.
The number 2 hitter up now with 1 out. They're going to slap throw to turn around, throw to second. Be safely there for Dexter. That's the 4th time I think they've thrown over on Dexter. Between first and second in the tie ball game. Moore comes set to deal here. A little bit of a sidearm of Moore. It'll be a ball 1 in the dirt.
Ferguson didn't want to get a hit by pitch there.
Wants to hit. He has made contact each time, but he's 0 for 2 on pop-outs. And the delivery outside brings up 2-0 on David Ferguson.
Really, Ferguson gets on here. You're going to have your best hitter of the day coming up, Drake Wolf, next, who's 2 for 2 with a double and a single.
Yes. They're having a great outing on the bump. The 2-0 to Ferguson. He's going to pop one up on the infield. And the infield fly rule will be in effect. He will be out. Going to 0-3 on the day.
Ferguson getting under a lot of balls lately. Just popping them up.
Last chance ever here, 2 down after the fly out to the second baseman.
Good speed on the bases for the Eagles here. A ball in the gap could score 2.
Drake Wolf has hit it out to left field both times. A double and a single on the day. Got caught up in a double play his last time onto the base paths. Curveball outside for a ball. 1-0 the count. 2 for 2 on the day for Drake Wolf. And multiple strikeouts for him on the mound. You're going to pick one up, send it to second. He'll be safely in there for Dexter. Runners left on base is not what the Eagles want here in this frame. The 7th batter of the 5th inning. 2 have scored. 2 have been out, and 2 are on base. Drake's going to take one low and away here for 2 balls. Dominic Botzel on plate. Dominic batted last inning as well. Flew out to left field to record the first out in the 4th. Moore's delivery, the 2-0. Drake's going to saw one off out of play, brings it out to 2-1 on the count. Really wishing I had that jacket about any time now, Jarrett.
Yeah, you're probably going to hope this game gets so early before that sun goes down. You're going to get a little chilly.
I'll have to call Katie and tell her to turn the heat on in the house. I've been running it the past couple days just as a precautionary reason. He's going to throw over to second again. Moore, 2-1. Got to be careful how you're throwing over there. If you're Moore, a little bit of a balk situation could come about.
Yeah.
He had a little bit of a stutter in his spin around and throw, trying to pick off. 2-1. Drake's going to plunk one up the middle. It could get down. It will. One's going to score. Dexter's going to come to the plate. There's going to be a play there. He's going to be safe. Sliding in. Turning third will be Maddox Horner after the air on the throw. He's going to be safe. Eagles going to take the lead. 4-2 with 2 down. Nice piece of hitting there for Drake Wolf on a double with a air.
Yeah.
You going to give that?
Yeah, I'd probably give it
or a
single. Single, and then advancing on the on the throw home, and then advancing a third on the air there.
4 runs for the Eagles now. 2 down. And now we'll bring up Dominic Botzel after a nice piece of hitting there. Eagles last 4 have scored that have been up.
Great base running there by Horner, too. When he got to third, he rounded and looked hard, and seeing that the ball was overthrown, was able to get in there easy without a play.
Dominic's going to take first pitch strike. He's over 2 on the day. Or excuse me, yes, over 2 on the day.
Not even close on that curveball from Dominic Botzel, swinging at that one low and outside in the turf. He struggled a couple times today on that off speed from the Cougar pitching.
0-2 on Dominic. He's going to swing strike out. That's going to take care of the 5th frame for the 6th. Be back in just a moment. This is Eagle Eye Sports Network. Eagles lead 4-2. back to the broadcast here. Eagle Eye Sports Network. 4-2 the score here after the Eagles had a big fifth inning. It's the top of the sixth now. Eagles had a huge fifth inning. Drake Wolf still on the bump. Getting back in the groove of things here. 2-0 the count now on Harrell.
I think that's Shoemate up.
Shoemate, number 14, yes.
Eagles offense finally putting some runs on the board for Drake Wolf and his outing. Looking to go 4-0 on the year. Another quality start for him.
It's going to be a 4-ball pitch out there. It'll be a put a runner on first of Shoemate. Harrell now will come up to the plate. DH position player here today. Hitting for Gutierrez out in right field. Harrell is 0 for 2 on the day. Caught looking strike 3 in the second inning and flew out to the shortstop to record the third out in the fourth inning. Runner on first now, 4-2 lead for the Eagles. Now something you want to mess around with here in late in this contest. Top of the sixth now, Jarrett, and just got to hold that lead and get 6 outs.
Yeah, leadoff walk, not the recipe for that.
No.
Definitely don't want to put anybody on with a free pass, but especially the leadoff hitter here.
Drake's check. Pitches in. That one's going to be popped up. Reed on the wheels here. Could have one on the F3, and he will. That's going to be a recorded out number 1 on the pop out in foul territory to the first baseman of Reed Tharp here on senior night.
Yeah, great pitch there by Wolf, getting Harrell to reach for that one and put some weak contact over there to the first baseman.
Kruger comes up. He's playing left field today. He's had some action out there this afternoon. Wolf's going to deal a high pitch, called ball.
The Eagles bullpen over there getting busy. Got 2 guys up and throwing. Looks like Cleaver and the young Bartholomew brother.
Yes.
Carter, that is.
Haven't seen Carter pitch this year. 1-0 count on Kruger. He's going to wave at 1. Bring up strike 1. 1-1 the count on Kruger, the left fielder. Here in the bottom, or the top half of the 6th inning. 4-2 your score. There's going to be a grounder to the third baseman. 5-4 put out. Advanced safely at first.
Yeah, looked like he would have been safely anyways, no matter if Tharp was able to scoop that ball or not. As Kruger was hustling down the line. But a good play there by Carson Bartholomew on a slow hit grounder to get the lead runner there at second.
That'll bring up now Tolkstein. Tolkstein led off their big inning last inning. He's going to pop one up out of play. Yeah, Tolkstein had their first base hit, that gapper between Bart and Mulvey out there, and really got things going for him last time.
Yeah, Mulvey today playing shortstop. He's playing pretty far up the middle.
Yes, he is. Gavin's got a lot of ground to cover over there as well. That's second base. 1-1 the count now. Tolkstein up to bat.
And a lot of their hits have came in that gap over there on that left side of the infield.
Drake checks on the runner, kicks, deals, fouled off. Strike number 2. 1-2 the count now. A tight game between the Newton Eagles and the South Central Cougars. 1-2 the count, 2 down for Drake Wolf. Drake's checking, pitching, pop up. Could it get down? It's going to get down. It's going to be almost caught there by Horner. There's going to be a tag at third, and he's going to be out at third. Try to get an extra base on that one, running around. It was
David Ferguson on the throw from
yes.
backing up Horner there in right field, and Ferguson throws a strike on the money to Bartholomew, and Bartholomew able to put the tag on him to get the third out of the inning there at third base. Horner looked like he misjudged that in right field and slid and had plenty of, he was there. That just went swirling right around his glove, but great job by David Ferguson there.
Yep. Be back in a moment for the bottom frame of the sixth. When was the last time you reviewed your insurance? At Farley Agency, we take the time to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Stop by, give us a call, and experience service that puts you first. Farley Agency, Newton, Illinois, local service you can trust. Call them at 618-783-4421. Bottom half of the sixth frame here at Jasper County Boys and Girls Park. That'll bring up Reed Tharp. Tharp was the only batter to not hit that last inning. He's going to get one to the shortstop. Shortstop's going to bobble it. Getting to first is Reed. He's going to turn, look for second after the error on the throw. He's going to get a stand up. I don't know. Do you call an E6 on the first one and the second one?
I would, yeah.
Because hit the glove. You got to give it an error. E6 advanced to first, and then another E6 on the throw.
Yeah, hard hit ball, though, and that's what happens when you put it in play. You make the other team make mistakes.
That'll bring up Gavin Minor. He started things off last inning for the Eagles. Had a nice single up base hit. He's going to rope one out of play.
Oh, just completely shattered that guy's front windshield over there on that pickup truck.
The white truck over there?
Yeah.
I think that's Brad Harris, the coach.
Just went right through that guy's front glass.
Expensive. 0-1 count. That's why I parked on the back 40 once again.
That's what I did too.
0-1 from Moore. Meinhardt's going to pop one out to left field. Tracking. That could get down. It's going to get caught. Tharp very well could have tagged up there, but nonetheless not going to push the issue. It's going to be a long pop out to the left fielder.
Warning track power there for Meinhardt. Just not enough.
Yes.
Need the wind there to push a little bit. The wind's kind of died down here as the game goes on.
Definitely so. One down now for the Eagles. At bat will be Carson Bartholomew. Bartholomew had a nice double last time around with an RBI. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Bartholomew steps in, takes a first pitch strike. Eagles, an extra run wouldn't hurt anybody here. A little bit of insurance, as they say. Speaking of insurance, Farley Insurance, one of our fine sponsors. Contact Chad, Cole, Ross, all the gang over there at Farley Insurance. Proud sponsors of Eagle Eye Sports Network and Newton Eagle Baseball and softball as well. Bartholomew gets the 1-1. He waves at it. Called strike 2 on the swing.
Moore tied him up there with a inside fastball. Bartholomew not able to get the barrel around quick enough to square that one up.
The 1-2 on Bartholomew with one out. Tharp, nice hit last time around. He's going to wave at it. Okay for Bartholomew, his second one of the day. Puts him at 1 for 3 on the outing. 2 down. That'll bring up
Batting now,
Dexter
number 3,
Fulton. Dex had a nice about 10 pitch
Yeah.
AB last time around, based on ball.
End up coming around to score, I believe.
Yes, he
the
did.
Eagles' second run.
0 for 1 on the day. Dex going to foul one off, foul play, with 2 strikes. Here at Jasper County Boys and Girls Park, a lot of action from here on out until about July or August.
Yep.
Going to be a busy summer here at Jasper County Boys and Girls Park. Come out and see the action. Ball 1 there on Dexter. Down away in the zone. Tharp, a sitting duck out there at second base. Going to take a long hit for him to score. The 1-1. Dex going to foul one off once more, out of play. Off to our right. That'll bring up 1 and 2 on the Newton Eagle senior. 4 runs scored for the Newton Eagles, all in that last frame of 5. The 1-2. 2 down. Pitch. Hanging curveball popped up in the infield. Shortstop's camped under it. That's going to be 3 outs for the bottom frame of the 6th. Be back for the 7th here in just a moment. This is Eagle Eye Sports Network. Eagles lead 4-2.
The mound, number 16, Carson Bartholomew.
Top of the 7th inning here on Eagle Eye Sports Network. Eagles need 3 outs. Take this one away. Drake Wolf pitched 6 innings, 6 hits, 6 Ks, and 2 runs earned on his outing.
Carson Bartholomew coming in to close things out for the Eagles. A season ERA of 3.14 on 13 appearances. Does have 3 saves for the Eagles, leading the Eagles in saves this year.
He's got 9-1-2 to start things off. He's going to get the ball low and start his outing off here tonight. Eagles be back in action Saturday. Live broadcast from Paul Smith Field Saturday morning, 10 a.m. first pitch against the St. Anthony Bulldogs. Eagles get out of this jam here tonight, and Drake Wolf get a nice 6-inning win. First called strike there. Down the pipe for Bartholomew, who brings the count to 2-1 now. Allen's going to be a liner up to the second baseman. Meinhardt's going to step on it, or throw it to first. Bounded air there. Reed Tharp with a huge save on the 6-3.
Coming off the bag and making the tag on that play.
6-3 for first out. of the inning. Bring up the top of the order. Shoemate will lead things off, the catcher today. Clean count for Shoemate. Barthamy kicking, dealing here. A strike called in the inside corner. The 0-1 count.
Opponent's just hitting 260 off Carson Barthamy this year. He's got 35 strikeouts along with 13 walks. Likes to use the breaking ball quite a bit.
Couldn't get it called strike there. It's going to go to 1-1 for the Newton Eagle Ace. 1 out now. After a nice ground ball, he just pitched there. Brings the count to 2-1 now from Barthamy. The Eagles scored all their runs in the 5th inning. Same for the Cougars of South Central. Ground ball at third base. Meinhardt throws on the 5-3. Not going to be in time. He's going to be a safe on a base hit to first base. Speedy down the line of Shoemate.
That was a long throw for Meinhardt to make. Probably needed to charge that one just a hair, but
yep.
Bang, bang play there at first.
Definitely.
Could have went either way, in my opinion, Braden.
1 out, runner on first now. Clean count for Moore, the pitcher here this afternoon. Runner on first base. On a nice Thursday afternoon called strike. Nearing in 6:30. 1 down.
We were cruising through the first 4
We
innings.
were.
We're an hour in through 5, or start of 5.
Barthamy settles in here, 0-1 the count after the called strike. He's going to hang a curveball right there. Not good enough for it. 1-1 the count with 1 out. Eagles need a nice ground ball double play up the middle here, and that could round things out for the broadcast. Top of the 7th. Tying run at the plate. 1 down. The 1-1 delivery. Taken out to center field. Ferguson's going to get a hand on it. Catch out number 2 on a rope from Moore out to center.
Batting now, number 2,
Ferguson with a nice
Jasper.
catch out there on the fly out to the 8th position player. 2 down now for the Eagles. Someone burning trash within the area, I think.
Get you a good whiff of that.
Yeah. T-ball diamond is smoky. 2 down. Clean count here for Dotson. Dotson's 1 for 2 on the day. 2 for 3 on the day, sorry. He's going to get the first pitch ball. 1-0, sorry. From Barthamy, the senior on the mound. The deal. Swinging strike waving out there. 1-1 to Dotson. Dotson playing third base today. Coach Jones going to have a quick chat with him here. Last bit of life for the South Central Cougars on the far drive north to Newton, Illinois today.
Carson Barthamy, he does a great job of holding runners there at first base. I looked at his stats just a little bit ago. He's only allowed 4 stolen bases on the year in 13 appearances, pitched 35 and a third innings. But he has that unique style from the stretch that he's able to keep
Close
runners
eye.
close over there at first base.
The 1-1, 2 outs. Ball low and away in the zone. On deck will be number 3 of Hoover. He's playing shortstop today. Two 2-1 the count. Eagles lead here today. As that one's going to even things up. A deuce is wild. 2-2 the count, 2 down. On Dotson.
And they have 2 runs.
2 runs. Barthamy looking in, the senior night on this pitch. Dotson calls time from the right-handed batter's box. The 2-2 from Barthamy. It's going to be high. Dotson thought about it, though.
He did.
Full count, 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning here. Runner's going to be going. Once that foot picks up, need a strike or a ground out here.
Cougars down to their final strike here.
2 down. Pull Tharp off the bag. Outside strike called. Hang a K up for Barthamy. He gets the save today. Hangs up a backwards K. That's going to do it for the broadcast here today. We'll have the post-game show coming up next here in just a moment. Eagles win this one 4-2 in 7 innings. Game time isn't the only place where smart plays matter. At your local bank, Crossroads Bank, we help you make the winning financial decisions every day. From checking and savings to loans and investments, we've got your game plan covered. Crossroads Bank in Effingham, Illinois, helping you win on and off the field. Contact them today at 217-347-7751. When was the last time you reviewed your insurance? At Farley Agency, we take the time to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Stop by, give us a call, and experience service that puts you first. Farley Agency, Newton, Illinois, local service you can trust. Call them at 618-783-4421. Back to the broadcast here, the post-game show. Thanks for joining us here tonight for a nice, fun broadcast on the senior night here in Newton, Illinois this afternoon. First for the South Central Cougars, they scored 2 runs, all in the 5th. And Shoemate, man, he had a great day on the mound. He gave up no runs today. Gave up 1 hit, or excuse me, he gave up, 1 hit in his outing and did a fine job holding the Eagles and hung up a few Ks. 4 to be exact, to have his night. Ended there around the 4th inning. And South Central really played well to start the first 4 innings off, I thought.
Yeah, they did. Shoemate was able to get ahead in counts early on and really take advantage of the Eagles with the off-speed pitch and really did a great job of keeping our hitters off balance. We had a lot of just weak contact fly balls, weak ground balls where we rolled over, and then, like you said, added in a handful of strikeouts as well. The Shoemate did very good there in the first 4 frames for the South Central Cougars. The Eagles finally was able to get going there in the 5th inning when Moore came in to pitch, and finally the Eagles were able to string some hits together there in the bottom part of the order for the Eagles. Did a great job tonight stacking them runs. And then Drake Wolf, just an absolute, stellar outing. 2 runs, but, in 6 innings against, a good South Central team that's, been very good over the years. And Coach Jones always has a very good program, very good outing there by Drake Wolf.
Historically, multiple guys go in the MLB from Coach Jones and South Central. They usually have a pretty good historically program. As you said, Drake Wolf, he gets the win today. 6 Ks, 6 hits, and 2 runs. Gave up 2 runs, sorry. He gets the win. here today. Carson Bartholomew with 1K, 1 hit, and gets a save on the day. Great job pitching today for the Newton Eagles seniors. Drake Wolf with the win. Once again, save from Bartholomew. And hitting totals from the Eagles today. Drake Wolf, he about could have had this game in by himself. He had 2 RBIs today, 2 for 2 on the day. 3 of 3 on the day.
That's what I thought. 3 of 3, yeah.
And got caught out there on the base paths for a 3 for 3, 2 RBI day for Drake Wolf. Wow, what a day. What a way to cap your homestand off here. Next, he's followed up. Goes pretty loose after that. 1 for 3 from Gavin Meinhardt. That was the big key point in the 5th inning to get things started off. He had a nice base hit out to left field. Then Carson Bartholomew had a nice base hit out to left field. He went 1 for 3 with an RBI as well today. And 1 of 2 from Maddox Horner. The fifth inning from the bottom half of the order, Meinhardt, Bartholomew, Fulton getting on base and scoring. Maddox Horner with a huge RBI. All hits in the bottom part of the order. And that 5th inning was huge for the Eagles today. And next up after that is pretty well goes 0 for after that for the Eagles. Top of the order. David Ferguson 0 for 3. Flew out to left, first, and second on the day. 0 for 3 from Dominic Botzel. 2 Ks for him. 0 for 3 from Reed Tharp. 0 for 2 from Reed Tharp with an error. Reached on base safely there in the 6th inning. And then it was Quincy Fulton 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. And Eagles only hit the ball 5 times, score 4 runs on 5 hits. Pretty good day.
Yeah, you'll take that. And I think, like you said, the bottom half of the order for the Eagles done their part. They got on base, made solid contact. Bartholomew, big double there, RBI double to get the Eagles on the scoreboard there in the bottom half of the 5th inning. And he put the ball in play hard on that at-bat and took a 3-1 pitch right down the middle, back out there to the fence, and Meinhardt able to score from first. That was pretty much the turning point. And then
Yep.
like you said, Fulton able to get on with a walk and had 2 guys on base, and Maddox Horner come up and put that in RBI single in to tie the ball game up. And then, like you said, the bottom, Horner and Fulton able to score the 3rd and 4th run for the Eagles. So the bottom half of the order doing a very good job, base running and hitting the ball tonight for the Eagles, along with Drake Wolf pitching a pretty solid performance. Carson Bartholomew, the senior, coming in for the save as well. The all-around good win for the Eagles. Hopefully the top half of the order can get the bats rolling going into Saturday against a very good St. Anthony squad over there.
That's a big game come Saturday. You can watch it live on Saturday morning, 10 o'clock here on Newton Athletics-EESN. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. Eagles, good win here tonight on senior night. They go to 20-4 on the season and 4-2 in conference play. Once again, like I said, be back at it Saturday morning. Join us for the broadcast. Saturday morning, Tucker Riemann, Braden Wise on the call on Saturday. Jared, anything else to add? Thanks for showing up today. You did a great job. It's always fun to have you in the booth. One of my favorite counterparts, one of my first counterparts in the broadcast.
That's right. Yeah, pretty much I don't have much left to say other than, as we're getting this thing rolling and testing out some new stuff, thanks to all our sponsors that are hopping along. I know we added a few more this week, and, it's going to be a fun journey, and hopefully people enjoy it, and look forward to everybody tuning in and sponsoring us throughout the way.
Definitely so. We'll be covering as many sports as we can. Mainly, we'll do all the football games, all the basketball games, select baseball, softball, girls basketball, volleyball, many, many more. That's going to do it for us here tonight. Eagles win this one 4-2 in 7 innings here on senior night. Eagles sneak away with it here. It's been a production here on Eagle Eye Sports Network. For Jared Tharp, I'm Braden Wise. Stay safe out there, and don't forget to be wise.